On paper, the 8BitDo Ultimate Mobile Gaming Controller seems to have pretty much everything going for it. A refined D-pad and shoulder buttons, a metal reinforced joystick with Hall effect sensors and software adjustments for better precision, Hall effect triggers with the same adjustments so that you can either have them activate when you press them deeply or as more of a hair trigger, adjustability so you can fit pretty much any device in it up to 170 millimeters in length, and look at that! They've even got a couple of remappable Pro paddle buttons on the back. Even the feel is really good, reminding me more of like a desktop game controller than of a mobile one. There's only one small problem. My iPhone doesn't work in it. There must be a good reason for this. Maybe the fact that it doesn't have a USB-C cable integrated for pass-through charging and instead relies on Bluetooth for the connection? Whatever the reason is, it is compatible with Android only and devices that support Android 9 or later. But we do get one thing in return, an extremely reasonable $50 price, which is about $30 less than the comparable that we have from Gamesir and about half the price of a Backbone One. Let's see what else comes in the box though before we go any further. The answer is not much. You get a nice little manual, thank you very much for that 8BitDo, and a USB A to C cable. And basically only that. See you later. All right, let's give this thing a shot, shall we? Oh, after we tell you about our sponsor. Drop. Drop's Drop Plus Grell OAE1 headphones aim to improve on the original pair by moving the drivers around with the goal of using the ear's natural structure for a more natural and realistic sound field. It also has a few minor quality of life tweaks that take it to the next level, like a lighter clamping force and a single-sided cable. The best thing is that it's now $100 less than the previous model. So go click the link in the video description to learn how you can get your own pair of Drop's new Drop Plus Grell OAE1 headphones. Joysticks feel pretty good. Man, actually surprisingly close to full desktop joysticks. These are just about the size of, they seem a little smaller. Do we have an Xbox controller handy? Oh man, no, it is. The only difference between this and like a full fat desktop joystick is that the profile is ever so slightly lower. You can barely even make it out on camera. The shoulder buttons have a really nice click. Hear that sound? But they're a little on the heavy side and they actuate right at the very top and then they mash down like this far. So they end up feeling a little bit mushy. Stick pushes feel about as standard as they could possibly be, so L3 and R3. And then these paddles on the back are something that, as an older gamer, I've never really gotten used to using, but they feel fine, I suppose. Yeah, everything else here seems pretty bog standard. Are the face buttons the same size as desktop? It looks like they're a little smaller. Yeah, they're a touch smaller, but the actual layout looks about the same size. So I sincerely doubt that's gonna bother anybody. And they feel good. Okay, let's pair. This is a bit of a hassle. Aside from not being able to charge your phone through your controller while you're gaming, just having to pair it every time you wanna use it's like, not a huge deal. Bluetooth is relatively good these days, but I don't know, is it worth paying an extra 30 bucks? I'll leave that up to you guys. Okay, are we in pairing mode? Oh, man, there's a little LED. Oh, that's the charging LED. I was expecting this to light up when I did. No, that's the one. Okay, turbo mode. Hold the button you would like to assign turbo functionality to, then press the turbo button to enable turbo mode. Auto turbo mode, built-in 300 milliamp hour battery with 15 hours playtime, charging time of 1 hour. That's weird, that conflicts with my notes that say an hour and a half, but whatever, the point is that you'll be plugging it in for a little while to charge. And wow, that is it for instructions, other than, hey, go to 8bitdo.com to access the Ultimate Software V2 mobile version. What should we start with? This is Shredder's Revenge, right? One slight oversight with the number of Android phones that have their speaker firing out the bottom. I'd love to have seen like a little concave shape in the housing here, you know, here, and here, to kind of like route that sound towards your ear holes. I mean, minor things, maybe next version, V2, catch it in V2. Remember how I said that I thought that this joystick was gonna interfere a little bit with the ABXY? Well, it does. You can see my thumbs like right on it. Like if you have bigger fingers and you're kind of coming in at these from the top, then I doubt it's gonna be a problem for you, but I can't say I'm a huge fan. No! But you know what is yes? The fact that absolutely nothing that's going badly has anything to do with my controller. I just am this bad at the game. Wow, I'm dead already? I really like this. Obviously, you're gonna get a little bit of extra latency when you're connecting via Bluetooth rather than with a wire, but realistically for mobile gaming, that's something you're just gonna have to deal with most of the time anyway. And there was nothing else about it that stood out to me as bad or insufficient. I'd say if I had to nitpick, I'm noticing that my device is lifting up a little bit from just sort of, using it and moving around and kind of getting into the game. It's kind of popping up a little bit on this side, but I doubt that it would manage to come up enough that it would manage to slip free. And if it did, it's pretty quick to pop it back down. Let's try Crazy Taxi. Okay, where's my backbone? Oh, dude, the ergonomics compared to the backbone? Night and day. Like, I don't think I even need to tell you guys. Obviously, the backbone's gonna fit into your bag a little bit better, right? It's got a 3.5mm jack, so you can plug your headphones into it. That's pretty cool. It works with the iPhone. It's definitely got the 8BitDo controller beat when it comes to features, but in terms of the feel of the joysticks, in terms of the layout, in terms of the ergonomics, it's not even close. I wish there was a device that had everything both of them had. Maybe the Gamesir is the middle ground? Come here, Gamesir. Yeah, this has got way more desktop-like ergonomics. Same buttons, also desktop grade joysticks, and it does have device, oh no, it does not have device charging pass-through. This one doesn't have it either? Oh man. Yeah, so you're stuck with Bluetooth here too. You could put a tablet in this thing though, and the Gamesir is compatible with Apple devices. It also has Hall effect joysticks and triggers, and it has a gyro, so you can use gyroscopic aim assist. That's a pretty good option, but it's not what we're making a video about today. Enter your age. I don't want to. I wasn't really a Crazy Taxi kid. I didn't have a game console at this time in my life. But what I can tell you guys, even though I'm not very good at this game, is that these joysticks are freaking awesome. I love them. Nice sensitivity, no overly large dead zones. I am into this. I assure you that any deficiency in my driving skill is everything to do with my driving and nothing to do with these joysticks. Small dead zones. They do have dead zones, not zero dead zones, but not ridiculous dead zones either. Why don't we try the 8BitDo app? Ultimate software. This is the ultimate software of ultimate destiny. Well, what the software is supposed to do is allow you to adjust the triggers, like I said before, allow you to adjust the sticks, like I said before, and also adjust your button mapping, which I haven't said before. But right now, because it's pre-release or beta or something, it appears to do nothing. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. Oh, do I need to do all the button mapping nonsense? Oh wait, if I don't have their app, is this even gonna work? How do games like this not just support connected controllers by default? It's kind of mind-blowing to me that this isn't just plug and play at this point. Like, I get it. If you're an experienced mobile gamer, you probably have a software that you really like for mapping this stuff and all of that, which is cool. But it should probably just work at this point. Well, that's annoying. Hopefully that's something that they can get sorted out, because this is very much not working right now. This is actually a really good thing to talk about, because regardless of which one of these style controllers you buy, compatibility issues and configuration can be a bit of a pain in the butt to deal with. In theory, this is every bit as good a gaming experience as a dedicated handheld like a Switch Lite or whatever. But in practice, man, it can be a bit of a chore. Okay, here's an annoying thing. Oh, okay, I didn't put my phone in the way that it wants me to put my phone in, so now I gotta do this. It's just little things like that. Okay, yeah, well, on that note, good luck everybody. Subscribe to ShortCircuit.